Ever wondered how to make your own latte art at home? Welcome to the wonderful world of coffee, where your kitchen becomes your canvas and your latte, a masterpiece in the making. Latte art has been frothing up interest among home baristas and coffee enthusiasts alike. It's not just for the fancy cafe down the street anymore. It's creative, it's fun, and guess what? It's not as complicated as you might think. Stick around, and by the end of this video, you'll be impressing your friends with your new latte art skills. Before we delve into the process, let's gather our ingredients. First up, we need espresso, or strong coffee, the backbone of any good latte. It provides the robust flavor that balances the creaminess of the milk. Speaking of milk, that's our second ingredient. It adds a smooth, velvety texture to our drink. Lastly, we need a milk frother to create the microfoam necessary for latte art. This tool aerates the milk, giving it a light, fluffy consistency. Now that we have our ingredients, it's time to brew some magic. Creating latte art begins with brewing the perfect espresso shot. Now, let's dive into the nitty-gritty of brewing that flawless espresso at home. First things first, you need to ensure your coffee beans are freshly ground. The texture? Like fine beach sand. Too coarse, and the water will rush through, creating a weak espresso. Too fine, and you'll end up with a bitter taste. Now, onto the water. It's not just about boiling water and pouring it over. The ideal water temperature is just shy of boiling, around 200 degrees Fahrenheit. Next, pack your espresso grounds into the portafilter. Apply firm pressure, but don't overdo it. Then, it's time to pull the shot. A good espresso shot should take about 20 to 30 seconds. If it's faster or slower, adjust your grind size accordingly. With the espresso ready, we're halfway there. The stage is set for our latte art masterclass. Stay tuned. Next up is frothing the milk, the canvas for our art. To froth milk like a pro, start by heating it. You want the milk to be warm, but never scalding, as this will affect the texture. Ideally, aim for a temperature around 150 degrees Fahrenheit. Once heated, it's frothing time. Using a frother, you'll whip air into the milk, creating that creamy, airy texture. That's the hallmark of a good latte. The trick here is to froth until you achieve a velvety consistency, but be careful not to overdo it, or you'll end up with stiff peaks more suited to a dessert topping than a latte. The last step in our frothing process is swirling. This helps to break up any large bubbles and gives your frothed milk a smooth, glossy finish. Remember, the key to perfect latte art is all about the right milk temperature and froth consistency. With the milk frothed just right, we're all set to create our latte art. Now comes the fun part, creating your latte art. We're going to start by pouring our frothed milk into our perfectly brewed espresso. But how we pour it is key. First, we begin with a high pour. This means holding the milk jug a little higher above the cup. This allows the milk to sink beneath the espresso, creating the base for our latte art. Next, we transition to a low pour. This time, we bring the jug closer to the surface of the espresso. As we pour the milk, we'll start to see it appear on top of the espresso, creating a white canvas for our art. Now, let's create a simple heart design. While maintaining the low pour, gently wiggle the milk jug from side to side. This creates a beautiful pattern. To finish, we'll stop wiggling and pull the jug through the center of the pattern, creating a heart. And there you have it, your very own latte art right at home.